WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
He's got no internet for some reason.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning, and it is, what day of the week? Well, today is June 28th.
Tuesday.
Oh, what a mess this morning.
I'm telling you, Peter, I'm having difficulty because my computer here is saying that I don't have an internet connection, and I sent you the wrong song list, and I want to send you the song list. I think you have the first song. We have the first. Well, we have one song or two. So while during our
Ella Fitzgerald is not the right song?
no, there are all other songs. So, but
Song
Ella,
one is blank.
So you sent me the wrong...
Yeah, I
song
sent you
list.
the wrong link.
Song one is
but
blank.
now it's telling me that I've got no internet connection here, so I don't know what to do. So I'll tell you what. We'll
Bob?
on our first break, we'll play Ella.
It is the 28th, right?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Well, we'll play Ella, and then we'll and during that break we'll handle my non-internet connection here. How about that? All right. Hello.
Yeah. I'm dealing with a lot of crap right now because this computer went wonky
Oh
right
God.
off the bat.
Oh my God.
And
Maybe
it's
that's
not
my,
happy with me for some reason because it won't see my soundboard, so I had to make adjustments on the fly.
I got it.
And we've got the chair in the center square.
Yes. That's the least of my worries.
This is television and radio, folks. The radio,
That is the
there's a
least-
chair in our picture
the
here.
least
It's
of my
l-
worries.
It's
Yes.
live.
And could you
Live
zoom in
TV.
a little bit on us there? Little closer, little closer, little closer, little
Hold on,
closer.
Hold on.
See Rick and I's wrinkles. There we are. And then if we could have a background of something other than "Wow, it's Tuesday," that
Do you want sound or you want a background?
Oh, I would.
Because that's what I'm dealing with.
Oh,
right
you're the background. Okay, gotcha. When you have the
now. When
opportunity,
I have a minute.
when you have a minute. All right. Wow. What kind of wow would be on this kind of day when we're having all these problems? Wow. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Technology is wonderful when it works.
Yes, but how would you say wow? Wow, it's Tuesday. Wow.
Wow, it's Tuesday.
Wow, this is it. Wow. It's Tuesday. I don't know. And my name is Bob Plass, still perky as ever, still old as ever, but alive and well. And I'm here with my personal assistant and my co-host, Rick Barry. And Peter is now, we now have a person in the center square who's dealing with all kinds of problems. Peter Cole's our producer. And there we go. I think
We're getting there.
We're getting there. All right. Good. When we get there, folks, we'll tell you. We will actually tell you. All right, and you'll know because
will we tell them?
They'll know because we'll have a screen of something Westfield in the back rather than
We could tell that guy
Yeah.
too on the phone.
my name. Yeah. Is there somebody on the phone?
Think so.
Oh, who's there? Hello.
He was on the phone.
Oh Oh God, he's gone.
Call back, Jay.
All right.
We know it's
Sing.
Jay.
Yes, he's. Oh, was that it?
JPEG?
I hear a phone
Call
ring.
back, Jay.
Oh, there we are.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That just reminded me to
What? You turn off your phone?
turn off my ringers on my phone.
Oh, I never do.
Yeah.
I let them call in. I don't care.
Let them call you directly.
Yes, yeah. Wow, it's the Westfield End Weekend Show. I already did that, and this is Everything Westfield End Weekends. If you want to know about Westfield's big day, National Night Out, which is August 6th, we've got all kinds of wonderful things happening, from a Let's Mangia for our Let's Go to Italy trip. So there's a Let's Mangia in my house, right in my kitchen, for 15 lucky people who want to come listen to a chef, a wonderful chef, talk about how to make a great Italian meal, and then we'll go on the back porch, do a little tasting of what we have eaten, and maybe even, if I'm lucky and win the lottery that week, maybe we'll have a nice glass of wine in the atmosphere of like an Italian garden. How do you like that?
So you're planning on hitting the lottery?
Oh, yeah, of course I am. I'm planning on that. How
pay
is
for
the
the-
lottery?
to pay-
I don't ever keep track of the lottery.
To pay
They're
for
like 350 million each.
right. To pay for the wine or to pay
Hi,
for your
Jay.
vacation?
Pay for the wine. Pay for the wine. Is Jay there? No.
I'll take a portion of that 350 million. I'm easy, you know.
Well, that's what we've heard. That's what we've heard.
We
Yeah,
have
God
heard
help
that.
me. Yeah. Hey, Jay, are you on the road, or you have you just rolled over?
Now, I've been up for many hours this morning, as I usually am. Unfortunately, I couldn't make a live stop to the studio as I would have preferred. But
Oh,
you
well.
know, I don't mind calling in. I can cause just as much trouble here on the phone.
So you
Your
think?
voice of God mellifluousness is welcome at any time. Welcome.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and
Hey,
here-
I wanted to do a quick shout out to the folks around Greater Westfield that came out to the fireworks Sunday night.
Ah,
Had a
sure.
great time. Corey and the Knightsmen were wonderful on stage, and I don't know if people noticed or knew what happened at the very end of their set. They sang the national anthem a cappella.
Oh,
They did
wow.
well. And then, just as they sang through Rocket's Red Glare,
Yes.
the first fire goes up in the air, and of a big red burst in the air, and that was cool. And then, of course, the next line is bombs bursting in air.
Yes.
And
Right.
a whole series of salutes are out there, and it was very, very well done.
My
Yeah.
gosh, that's
that-
like it was perfect timing. Was that planned? Or was it just
turns out Corey did do a little bit? Corey did a little bit of negotiating with the fireworks guys.
I love
So-
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
it was
Yeah,
cool.
I was actually I saw the fireworks from my Adirondack chair.
Oh, of course you could. Yeah.
Yeah, I am right across the street from Amelia Park. Well, I'm on West Silver Street, as most people know, and we were watching a television program, and at 9:15 we went outside. We sat down. Actually, we were there about 10 minutes early, so we sat in the dark and watched the fireflies. Were there fireflies out where you were?
Yes.
I didn't see any, but my we were a little busy.
I was up at Skyline. I
Well,
saw
here.
fireflies.
Yeah, there were fireflies out. It was really magical. And then the fireworks began. Rick, where were you?
We were up at Skyline too.
Oh, you were at
Yes.
Skyline.
Yeah.
Were you all having beers at Skyline?
I was videoing.
Where? I mean, no.
Here's my suspicion. Here's the story I got.
Yeah.
Was Ken Stomsky came over and he was sitting up next to the soundboard and he was doing video of the fireworks from there. He goes,
Yeah.
Pete sent me over here to do video from here, and he said he was going to be at Skyline, and he said because that way we get two views of the fireworks, he'll be able to make them look pretty.
It's-
Of course, then he continued that Peter was at Skyline because he could get a beer there.
Sounds about right.
And
That's-
all would be correct.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Skyline is a brewery, and it's right there
It
where
overlooks basically that
overlooks.
area, yeah.
Yeah. And so you had a clear view, a backwards view, because I had the front of the fireworks.
Yes.
You had the back of the fireworks. Do they look the same that way?
Yes, they do.
I never even thought of that.
Yes.
Fireworks are fireworks.
They're three-dimensional.
How about they are three-dimensional?
Yes.
So if you're sideways, you could still see them from the side?
Yes. Yeah, so if you were over in the Big White parking lot, you could see them. If you were downtown, you could see them.
Oh, my.
Yeah, downtown's a good spot,
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
Friends up on, friends up on, up in the Shaker Heights area and stuff like that. Forget the name of the street they're on, but they could see them right from their backyard.
Yeah. We there is a tree that is part of the landscape there that is coming down. Unfortunately, it's dying, and we had a vine that was on it, and it has died. So we have a tree with a dead vine on it. And it is going to come down. Once it comes down, I'm going to charge admission because it's a perfect way. We have room for like maybe 8 cars in our driveway. We could get $10 a car.
10.
$20.
Go 15, 20.
15,
Yeah.
15, 20. That's $160, and then I charge $10 for entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
$10 for preferred seating.
you're right. And then
And then $10 glass of wine or
yeah,
$10
$10
beer.
glass
Hey,
of wine. I'm going to make big bucks. Get planning for next year, folks. Get in your reservation.
What a scam.
Hey, so Jay, how was the turnout? I know it was on a Sunday night, and I guess a lot of people said, "Why Sunday night?" Oh, there are pictures.
That's my view from Skyline.
Our radio folks aren't seeing this, but there's a real big burst. Did you get that last, the last one that had these?
The grand finale?
Oh, the grand finale was incredible. It had a sound like.
Yeah, I heard that. That's
It was
pretty cool.
It was really cool. Jay, were you doing that sound, or is that in the fireworks?
You did it just fine. You don't need me to do it again.
Yeah, there you go. I got the oohs and ahs.
Oh, you got okay. So we got the audio on.
So
Well,
the question, but to your question of were there many people there, the field was as full as I've ever seen it. So it was very, very well attended, and that was just in the field. As you can imagine, there were people all around the area.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how
Well, it
many
was a
thousands
perfect
of
night
guys?
for it. It wasn't
have
too
no
hot.
The weather is beautiful.
It was a good night.
Yeah.
it
All
was.
right. So here's the other question I had, because I remember when we were getting ready at Pumpkin Fest at dusk for Pumpkin Fest the next day, and I was eaten alive from head to toe.
There you go, Bob. Here's your noise.
Oh, here.
We could hear it from all the way over at Skyline.
Look at
Oh
that.
yeah, it was cool.
Do you hear it, folks?
Yeah.
My God. And it went on for a long, long time. And it looked as if there were low fireworks and high fireworks.
There were.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're buying fireworks, does anybody know how you buy them? I mean, you say, I'll have one red rocket, I want that shooting thing that goes
Hey,
up
Bob,
and makes the sound. Yeah.
They buy in bulk.
They buy in bulk. No, I know. Well, no, I know that. But when you're planning a fireworks display, you must have. Well,
Those guys know what they're doing.
You're not. But does the consumer able to say, "Hey, look, I want it to spell Westfield Rocks at the end of it"?
You kind of let them do their business. You
Yeah.
tell them what your theme of their event is, and they kind of tailor it for that.
I see.
Sometimes
You can do anything you want if you have money.
right,
It just costs more.
right. If you give
True.
them
There
money,
we're going back to my winning the lottery.
Bob,
Yes.
if you give them
Yeah.
money and a soundtrack, they'll make it the best fireworks show you've ever seen.
Ah, yes. And was there a musical soundtrack to this one at all, Jay?
No.
No.
Okay.
That
Got
costs
it.
well above our budget, Bob.
Got it. Well, we're really happy.
Yeah.
I timed it. It must have been about 25 minutes
I
long.
think it was about 2021, according to
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's one of the ways you can buy the show. Is look, I'd like 20 minutes worth of fireworks.
Oh,
But and then do you want high ones, low ones? There's all kinds of things you can request, and again, it's what's your budget. You can pick from generic package number 1, number 2, number
Right.
3. Those are the places, or you can go custom. And yes, you can spell things in the air with these things.
Yeah.
It is kind of cool.
Surrender Dorothy. Do you know what's that reference, Rick?
I love
Surrender Dorothy. What?
Hey,
Come on, tell me.
Is that from the Wizard of Oz?
It is from the Wizard of Oz. That's what the Wicked Witch. Oh my God. I want to ask you guys this question. Speaking of the Wizard of Oz, we were I had a planning meeting at the Boys and Girls Club, not Boys and Girls Club. It was the Amelia Park Children's Museum. Kind of get confused because they're right next to one another on the children's campus where the middle school is, and Amelia Park Ice Arena. And so I was having a meeting about our cupcakes, cookies, and community events where we have princesses, et cetera, and so we were trying to come up with we're going to do another one in November at the Children's Museum because our last one was very successful, and we were talking about trying to find something that had men in it, okay, boys in it, cartoon characters with boys. And so I said, well, maybe we do Wizard of Oz because you've got the Cowardly Lion and all of that. And they said that, quite honestly, that this new generation of children doesn't have a reverence for the Wizard of Oz, or maybe even a
They don't
reference.
have a reverence for anything, Bob.
Well, or a reference about the Wizard of Oz, and that some
they don't
children.
do the Wizard of Oz every year anymore. That was the thing that we looked forward to as kids. Once a year, we got to see the Wizard of Oz. That was it. Well, when they stopped playing Wizard of Oz every year on television,
Right.
well, okay, now you got to really want it. It was something that we looked forward to. That was an event.
Oh, it really was.
Yeah, they don't play it anymore because it's not politically correct.
So,
I think it has something to do with the flying monkeys. I think that's.
No, you're kidding me. Is it the
I think the
Flying
PETA
Monkeys
people.
reference?
I think the PETA people got upset about it, and it just. No, I'm.
I don't.
Wow, he's gullible.
Well, I'm trying to think. Could it have been the Witches of America?
Scaring the children.
Pardon?
I can remember them talking about you're scaring the children. You can't play that. They're going to be afraid of of tornadoes. Well, you should be. And then they're going to be afraid of witches. And Jesus, come on.
Yeah. Well, so at any rate, we then said, well, all right, we'll nix the Wizard of Oz. So we had to come up with a cartoon character that was would be attractive to young boys as well as young girls.
Okay.
Can you think of one? Can you think of one male cartoon lead character that is a
It
big?
doesn't have to be male. Make it SpongeBob. Everybody likes SpongeBob.
That would mean that you'd have a giant sponge coming in. Oh,
Well, and for the record, SpongeBob SquarePants is not square. He's a rectangle.
he is a rectangle. Oh my God,
Yes.
that makes sense.
But his pants are square.
Yeah. Well, we did not choose.
Did you choose Elmo?
Yeah.
Did you choose Elmo?
No, we didn't choose Elmo.
No.
He chose
God.
Captain Planet.
I am Captain Planet.
No, we didn't choose Captain Planet. That would be a good idea. Honest to God, we chose. I'll give you some clues. I'm gonna. Here's a game now. All right. I'll give you clues. All right. Barry.
Huh?
Barry.
Chuck Berry.
Not Chuck Berry. That's a clue. Barry. All right. Here's
You know, Patrick Barry.
no.
I know he's a character,
Okay.
but
Yes. Yeah. How about this? A large sheepdog.
BB.
Who?
Now, your BB. Now you got to go you got to put your Wayback Machine back on and go back to the 60s and even into the 70s to remember who BB was. BB was a big sheepdog on a morning television program. What was the television? It was a national program.
Well, I'm going to say today. Only I think they had a chimpanzee on today. I don't think they had
It was a kids program.
Captain Kangaroo.
That's the one.
Oh my God! But again, no reference. Everybody that knows BB is dead, so that's out. All right. Here's another clue. Peter.
Peter Cole.
No. Here's another clue. Captain.
we're
Peter Pan?
How Peter Pan? Of course. Peter
Barry.
Pan.
Where do you get Barry out of?
J.M. Barrie wrote the play Peter Pan.
Oh.
I know that. See, I had to go something. I had to pick something that you would know.
Nana, and then sheepdog.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah, exactly right. It has everything. So we're going to do Peter Pan.
We're going to do Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, and we can do Captain Hook as well.
It's the pan.
Oh, don't be too good at this, personal assistant. We're looking for a Peter Pan. But why is it very good, since we work with a company that has a lot of women actresses? Why is it good that we chose Peter Pan?
Because Peter Pan can be played by a woman.
That's exactly.
It was.
And it was. Can you name some people who played Peter Pan?
Dorothy Hamill.
Dorothy Hamill. My God, very obscure, but very good.
Very obscure.
Who else?
My goodness, he's knowledgeable. When did that start?
I had a sip of coffee.
When is the what? Who's the oldest Peter Pan you remember? I mean, how you're not. Well, she's old now. She's dead, but not only
She's
old,
not
but
older
dead.
anymore.
Yeah, really. Who was the first Peter Pan
I don't know.
on television?
Who?
On
I'm
Broadway.
drawing a blank. Yeah, there was one on television, and I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember her name.
Mary Martin. Remember Mary Martin? No, you don't remember.
Martin. Yeah.
Mary Martin.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
All right, Mary Martin. She also was the lead in South Pacific. So Mary Martin, and who's the other person?
Did I said?
Yeah. Dorothy Hamill. There's another person who is out in a wheat field, in a commercial.
In a wheat field in a commercial.
The hills are
And Jason Bateman played her son, one of her sons.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
No.
They're-
Her first name
Yeah.
is the same as the dog in Annie.
Toto?
No, that's a
You are
musical.
awful.
That's a musical group.
No, now you're the Wizard of Oz, and it's not. We know it's not the Wizard of Oz. Toto was the only non-scary thing in the Wizard of Oz. Well, it had Margaret Hamilton and Judy Garland. She's scary to a lot of folks. I don't know. All right. What's the dog in Annie's name? What's Orphan Annie's dog's name?
Oh my! I'm drawing a blank right now.
All right, it's a color. It's a
Sandy.
Sandy
Duncan.
Sandy Duncan. There you go. Dorothy Hamill, Sandy Duncan. Yeah, and who was the last Peter Pan on television? They did it live, remember with
I did not see that.
Christopher Walken as Captain Hook was really dreadful. He forgot the lyrics to one of his songs.
He's creepy anyway.
Oh, he's creepy.
Yeah.
He wasn't good. He could have been perfect for Captain Hook, but he really wasn't. Who played Who played Peter Pan in that version?
That I don't know because I never saw it.
Okay, so it's Allison Williams. Does that name ring a bell? Allison Williams? She's the daughter of a famous newscaster who just retired.
No,
Brian Williams' daughter,
Really?
Allison Williams, was.
I did
Peter
not know
Pan.
that.
No kidding.
Yeah. No, that's so. There you have all of my Peter Pan references. Peter,
Fraud Brian
Yeah.
Williams?
What
He
is-
said he was under fire?
pardon?
The fraud Brian Williams?
The front of the. Oh, for God's sakes, he's always bringing up scandal. No.
Hand that over to Bob.
No, this has not. This doesn't have all the songs. I don't
It
think.
does.
Oh, it does. Look at you. Oh
You
my
get that?
God!
I didn't even get that.
No, this is very good. He's so good. All right.
So what is that incessive ticking?
Now we're looking for it. That would be perfect for you. Tick, tick, tick.
Where did we go off the rails?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, come on. That's Captain Hook's line
Captain
from
Hook.
Peter
Captain Hook.
Pan.
Yeah, Peter Pan.
Where did we go off the rails? Doesn't that start at 6 o'clock every
Yeah,
Tuesday?
when we started this show.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Do you miss us, Jay Pegluca?
Oh, of course, yeah, I do. Like I say, I always say, don't be surprised if someday, somehow, somewhere, I'm going to show up there.
You can, but I've hired your substitute is now my personal assistant.
That's okay.
Rick Barry is now my personal assistant,
Very, very
which
well.
means no, but you could still be my sidekick. He'll be the personal assistant.
I'm just.
As long as I can be dusty, lusty, and musty, I'm just fine.
Which of those do you like, Rick? Dusty, musty, lusty, crusty,
I thought it was all of
or
them.
cottontail? Lusty, dusty, musty, crusty. Those are all the synonyms that I use.
It used to
Oh,
be
and
too
trusty.
easy.
Did I get trusty in there? Which of those? Do
And
you
musty?
Like? Yeah, I'm going to give you one now.
All right.
Which one do you like?
Go ahead, Jay.
Which one do you
can't have
want to
both.
give away,
Yeah,
Jay?
it's me.
Which one do you want to give away? Trusty, lusty, musty, dusty, and cottontail.
No, I got to keep musty. I won't give musty away.
You're not-
You can have any of the others.
You know, I had a college roommate whose drag persona was his name was Musty Chiffon. Was his
Musty.
Musty Chiffon? Doesn't that sound awful?
That sounds like a stripper name.
Yeah,
It
I was
is.
going to say
It
that.
really-
Sounds like a stripper's name.
Yeah, Musty Chiffon. So you're giving what are you donating to Jay to Rick? Jay, I'm giving you 2 seconds because we're going to play a song right now.
Dusty.
Okay. So Dusty, listen, Dusty. Oh, yay! All right. Hey, today Mick Fleetwood is 75 years old. 75 today, Mick Fleetwood. Who would have believed? He's going his own way. We're going to play one of
Actually, he's a hell of a
Fleetwood.
restaurateur now
It's yeah, I heard.
out in Hawaii.
Yeah. And he's not doing the chef. It's just, is it called Woods? Is the name of the thing?
I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guy Fieri's been there a couple times.
Oh, so go your own way, Mick Fleetwood. Happy birthday, 75.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my word. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It's June 28th, 2022 and counting. My name's Bob Platts. We're here with JPEG Luca on the phone. We've got Rick Berry, my personal assistant, right next to me, and Peter Coles in the center square. Couldn't be happier. It is a big day. Jay, we are referring to you on this question. Why was Fleetwood Mac named Fleetwood Mac? We don't know. I know it was Mick Fleetwood's last name, Fleetwood, but
Christine McVie.
Oh,
Because of
God.
the Mac. That's
Oh,
what
there we
it loosely references that, but it doesn't actually come out and say it. That's
So were they married at the time or dating or something?
No. There, although who dated whom in Fleetwood Mac was always interesting. And I recently learned that Christine McVie was dating one of the band members and then decided that she wanted to date someone else who happened to be the lighting guy on a particular tour. So, I like that. I always kind of like that.
Well, they were going their own way as usual, whatever,
Just keep it in the family.
You get behind the stories of their music, and it was because of all of those relationships that were changing. That was the basis for many of their
songs.
Yeah. So it was really kind of interesting when you get inside that. It's a fascinating history.
Yeah, I think that Stevie Nicks has a biography out now.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
And you'll read some of that in there. Yeah.
Her voice is absolutely phenomenal. But Christine McVie has always taken the back seat to Stevie Nicks.
Isn't that strange that we forgot Christine McVie when we were talking?
Her voice is just Angelica.
So
beautiful.
So where are they now? Where is she? Does she have is she cooking? Is she the cook or the dessert chef at Fleetwood's in Hawaii? What is she doing?
Well, they all do tours individually.
Oh, they do.
So I know Lindsey Buckingham recently just played up in Northampton, didn't he?
I don't remember, but
I think you're right.
For true Fleetwood Mac fans, I believe it is July 16th. Tusk, which is one of the best Fleetwood Mac tribute bands I've ever worked with. They tour the country now, and they're going to be in Granby, Connecticut on July 16th.
Wow. What's their name? Is it Tusk?
Tusk.
Oh, Tusk. Oh, of course.
Tusk.
Okay, got it.
And it's a ticketed event, but it's well worth whatever they're charging. It's well worth it. But it's in Granby, Connecticut. I wish I knew the venue off the top of my head.
Yeah. I think if you put Granby, Connecticut musical whatever, July 28th, maybe it will come up. Yeah,
it's probably at Salmon Brook Park. That's where they have a lot of their events.
Salmon Brook Park, yeah. Search on the website for Tusk, and you'll find it as well.
Right.
But that's one of the best Fleetwood Mac tributes I've ever worked with. They're phenomenal.
Wow.
And if you've never had a chance to see any of these performers live, I
got to see Jimmy Messina over the weekend, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing.
How was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool show. Is it
Who is it? Who? I don't
Loggins
even...
and Messina?
Oh, Loggins and Messina.
Loggins and
Okay,
Messina,
now I know. Of course.
Jimmy Messina
Where was he?
at a place called the Worthington Golf Club.
Oh, my
Tell
God.
us about the venue. I'm dying to get up there to see
It was really cool. You're like on the last putting green and the last fairway.
And Worthington is a town that's beyond
About
Northampton.
30 minutes away, up
Yeah.
Route 112.
Gotcha. And so they have a summer music series as well.
Right, they run by the golf course, and I was able to get tickets from our good friend Bruce Marshall.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And you bring your chairs. They have a bar, and they have a couple of food vendors. And you sit there and watch a great show. And you know, he played like 7 different guitars and sang some of the songs you'd remember from Loggins and Messina, and
Sure.
some of the songs that are his, and they were just awesome. They jammed out a couple 10-minute songs. It was just wild. The
Yeah.
horn player in the band is incredible, and the band's they're excellent. So it was a good show.
Well, hey, and speaking of nice things, I was at the Symphony Hall in Springfield on Friday night, thanks to Mark Auerbach. Yeah. Oh, the Springfield Symphony under the direction of Tim Stella.
Well, it wasn't the symphony; it was the musicians of the Springfield Symphony Orchestra.
Right,
Moso.
but there were like 28, 30. I mean, it was a full orchestra. They did a great job. It was a tribute to Stephen Sondheim. 4 of the brightest and best performers on Broadway. I mean, like, and there were only 300 people, 350 people in that audience. How is that possible? Is it because it's a symphony? Is it because it's summertime and it
I
was
think it's
indoors?
part of it's summertime.
Or is it, or do people just don't go, oh, it's Stephen Sondheim, it's Broadway, that's for old folks. The audience was basically white-haired, I got to say that much, with a couple of scatterings there. But
I think it's the summertime, Bob. A lot of people are on vacation. The kids just got out of school the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
People get their vacations in early.
Yeah.
I went to the movies last week on a which should have been packed with kids, and it was half empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went for Maverick, which is the hottest movie out right now.
Oh,
It's half
that's
empty.
right. Yeah, right.
So a lot of people are on vacation right now.
Well, I was really disappointed because they had the stars that they had.
Did you promote it, Bob? We did.
We
on
did.
Outspeak.
Oh, are you kidding me? I sent out my my text to my 1,500 best friends, absolutely, and tried to promote it as best I can. I forgot it to promote it last week. If ever I forget to promote anything, call in or whatever. Let me know. Is there anything I'm not promoting, Jay, right at the moment?
The we're doing?
Yeah.
You caught me off guard. Give me 5 minutes. I'll come up with them.
We're doing Big Day on August 6th. We and there's actually a stained glass sun catcher workshop at Westfield on weekends. I think it's July 11th or so. And then we have our Let's Manja night at my house that you can find out information on, as well as all the other classes down there. WestfieldOnWeekends.com.
Did I see you guys are going to Italy?
Yeah, we're going to the Amalfi Coast. Well, I'm not going. I mean, I might be going, but I'm. It's not just me. Yeah, they're going to the Amalfi Coast, Sorrento, Pompeii, Rome, the Cinque Terre, and some other things. And it's a really reasonable cost. You can find out all about it at WestfieldOnWeekends.com. Why don't you come with us, Jay?
When is it? Yeah, I'm tempted. When is it?
It's November. I think we leave November 1st or so. It's a 10-day trip.
That's what I heard. And if I recall, I read somewhere in there you were going to Avellino.
Avellino, absolutely. Yes. Do you know Avellino?
As a matter of fact, that's where my grandparents came from.
You know what? You want to hear something really strange? Barbara Trant's relatives came from Avellino.
No kidding.
Yes. You could be related all these years, and you should check in with her about that. Yeah. Somehow
here's who I could be. Here's who I could be related to. Well, first of all, if you go into Italy and you find anybody in Avellino, with a name spelled similar to mine, but not exactly like mine. The
Right.
U and the I in reverse. But that's one thing. But my grandmother's maiden name,
Right.
Capone. So if you find a Capone,
Oh my God! Is it Capone? I just really didn't. I wasn't sure.
I couldn't be sure. It's very possible the Italians would definitely put a little.
Yeah. You know, I bet that's got you into a lot of places, telling people that you were related to somebody named Capone.
It's gotten me out of a lot of places.
Have you ever really? Are you connected in any way by chance?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
All right, that's good. Has Geraldo Rivera come down to open your cellar door and check the contents of that little cave that you've built under your cellar?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Remember that?
Yes.
It was an. Did you
Paul,
watch
there
the
was
whole thing?
yeah,
Did you
no-
fall for it?
Yeah, there was nothing in it.
2 hours worth of this of what's in this there was nothing, not one thing,
Not a thing.
not a thing. Yeah.
Hey
Yes.
guys, I'm gonna have to bail out of here on you, but I was glad I was able to jump in and.
Jay, thanks for doing the sound. We are on the fireworks, as well as doing all you do for Westfield. We love you, and I'll see you soon.
We'll see you guys soon.
All right,
seeing you, Jay.
Thanks
Have a good one.
bunch. Hey, you know whose birthday it is this week? And in fact, I think it's today. Is our music director's daughter in Wisconsin. It's my little niece Lauren. And birthdays come but once a year. We are glad that you're here. Happy birthday, Lauren, dear. Happy birthday till next year. So I asked her father, our Wisconsin music director, what song to play. And he came up with this song from the Okie Dokie Brothers. Do you know the Okie Dokie Brothers?
No, I don't.
Apparently, they're really big in children's music. They won a Grammy this year for their album "Let's Go Canoeing" or something. Let's canoe or whatever. Who knew? Who canoe? So at any rate, here is you, the Okie Dokie Brothers.
The morning was morning and the snow was snowing. Drifts were drifting and the wind was blowing. Coats were coating, gloves were gloving, boots were booting and loves were loving. And he was heing and she was sheing, and they were theying, and I was meing. But you were youing like you love doing, and you were youing like you do. I just love it when you. Hills were hilling, streams were streaming, sleds were sledding, and the glens were gleaming. Kids were kidding while the frost was freezing. Colds were colding and the sneezes were sneezing. And he was sheing and she was heing, and they were theying, and I was meing. But you were youing like you love doing, and you were youing like you do. I just love it when you. The sun was setting, home was calling, soup was souping, and the night was falling. Tea was teaing while the songs were songing, beds were bedding, and yawns were yawning. Stars were starring while the moon was beaming. Sleep was sleeping and dreams were dreaming. And like you love doing, and you were you and like you do. I just love it when you were you and like you love doing, and you were you and like you do. Oh, I love it when you.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it's Tuesday morning. It's June 28th. We're here with Rick Berry and Peter Coles. Hey, this happened to me this morning. I wonder what you would have done. I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and as I'm driving up to Dunkin' Donuts to get our coffees, okay, I realize I don't have my wallet.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I do that often.
Okay,
when I walk into a store.
Oh yeah. All right. So
are you with Michelle
or
not?
Thank you for not making me feel alone.
No.
All right. All right. So, what do you do?
Well, usually my wallet's in my truck.
Oh, all right. So
I
my
don't
wallet, wallet was at home.
I don't carry any cash because I have no cash. But
yeah, Peter, what would you do in that situation? I had to be
I'd have
here.
to leave and just say, you know, it is what it is.
Aha, Bob is got it. I got the solution.
What's that?
Bob goes, do you know?
I knew that I didn't have a wallet, but I said if I pretend that I don't know that I have a wallet, and then I get up to the window.
Bob, are you being duplicitous?
I am. This was.
Are you going back to pay?
Yeah. Yes, I am. But what I did was so this is the guy came to the window. All those lovely girls that I knew, or the women and the people that there are all new now. So I have to manage up to them. You know, I have to friendly up to them, and they're nice. But so I reached into the back of my pocket, like any old actor should, and I went up. I'm having trouble. Oh my God! I lost my wallet. My wallet is not here.
You know what? I'm going to teach you how to use the Dunkin' Donuts app.
Oh, I could.
Because if you use the app and you link your card once, you don't need your wallet.
Oh.
You can pay. I buy it when I'm leaving my driveway, and by the time I get to the drive-thru, it's ready to go for me, and I just drive through and pick it up.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to
that
have
would
to
save
teach
you time.
That would save me time and lying.
And it would.
I mean, I'm going to hell because I lied.
That's not the only reason you're going to hell. But
all right, you're right.
I got a seat next to me at the bar.
Can some kind soul out there pay Bob's tab? What Dunkin' Donuts?
My person,
Bob?
you're still going to be. That's going to be your hell for the rest of your entire eternity. You're going to have to
sit
be
next to you
and be
Bob.
my personal assistant.
Bob, what Dunkin' Donuts was it?
It's the one on 202 and 10, going into Southwick.
At the Shell station?
Yes. Yeah. That's where I've been going for all these years. That's where that beef-faced woman was for years, and she's gone. And
well, you know, some employee there at one point when I was working at the police station, an employee at that particular Dunkin' Donuts got hot coffee tossed in their face by a person who didn't like how they made it.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that is so awful.
Yep.
So
Talk
awful.
about entitled.
Wow.
So, Manny, if you're listening, somebody will be over to pay Bob's tab.
Yeah. So I want to thank the folks there for saying, I did that. Oh,
but I will show you how to use the app, Bob.
Huh? Well, they were very kind. I said, look at my face. I come in here for 7 years now. I've been coming in here on Tuesday mornings and getting the same thing. So could you do
Bob,
me a
there's
favor?
the app.
Okay. Yeah,
and
but
you order on the app.
Okay.
And you can pay on the app, and then you pull up and you tell them what your name is, and they give you your order.
So where do you start it though? Where do you have to go? Do you go to DunkinDonuts.com or something?
You go on an app. You go on the app store on your phone and look for Dunkin' Donuts app.
Oh, okay.
Your guest just
all right.
pedaled in.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. We got Don Podolsky. There was a
literally
bicycle.
just pedaled in.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw this bicycle going toward us. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Today's International Body Piercing Day.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's
no,
not my.
no,
I
not my
do
cup
not
of
have
tea.
one.
What do you mean you have what?
No, I do not have one.
No,
none.
me either.
Not my cup of tea, Bob.
No, it is not my cup of tea either.
If I wanted to inflict pain, I can find other ways of doing it.
Yeah, and we learned last week from the dentist a few weeks ago that could hurt your teeth and stuff. So, no body piercings this way. It's also National Ceviche Day. Do you know what that is?
You like your ceviche?
What is ceviche? Is that
cold soup?
Cold soup.
No.
Yes.
I think.
Well, that's a consomme.
Consomme.
Ceviche, isn't it?
Don't you
raw?
cook something?
It's a
in
Mexican
you
thing
cook
with
it in
cilantro.
acid. No, you cook it. So I believe it's cooking with acid.
No.
Yeah.
No. I think it's like little shrimps. that have
Shrimp
cilantro.
or fish.
Little. What is it?
Shrimp or fish.
And it's served with cilantro.
How do you spell that?
Ceviche.
Yeah.
Ceviche.
Ceviche is a healthy Peruvian dish that's usually served as an appetizer. It's generally made from raw fish or shrimp that's marinated in lemon and or citrus lime juices. Acid. The acid in the citrus cures the fish, causing it to denature the proteins and become firm and opaque. Basically, it cooks it.
Listen to you. Wow.
I know these things.
So it is not necessarily about the it's about the cooking style rather than the content of the cooking.
Right.
Exactly.
It's the process.
Yes.
And after the seafood has cooked, in a way, other ingredients are tossed in, such as onions, cilantro, peppers, and tomatoes. So they make a salsa out of it, basically.
Okay. All righty. Hey, today is also
I watch enough Cooking Network for all of us.
Yeah. Today is Fear-Based Day. It's Insurance Day.
Fear-based day, Bob?
Well, I always think that's a business that is based on fear. If you really think about it. Do you have a lot of insurance? I gave up my health. I gave up my life insurance policy. Everybody, I did. I decided that I'm going to spend it and whatever. And now
I have a love-hate relationship with insurance.
Oh yeah, I know. It's so good when you get it. I mean, when something happens and you can
insurance is good until you need it, and then they don't cover it. I had an incident at my house where my neighbor's tree fell onto my camper. It destroyed my camper.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Her homeowners doesn't cover it.
Why?
Because once the tree crosses over the property line, it becomes my problem.
Oh my gosh.
So then my insurance won't cover it either.
What are you kidding me?
Because they do not consider my camper personal property.
Whose camper is it?
I don't know. That was my argument with it. Is mine. The fact is that what they told me is that, well, your camper could have its own insurance, but it didn't. So it's not considered personal property.
Your camper didn't know that way,
But wait a minute, but it doesn't have to have insurance because once I hook it to my truck,
right,
it's covered under my auto insurance.
If it was hooked to your truck, it would have been
covered under my auto insurance.
Oh my God!
And it was a scam, and it was just it irritated me more and more every time.
See.
And I said it still does. And every time they gave me, it was like they were reading off of a script of exactly what bad things happen to good people. Oh, that was one of their lines. It's an act of God.
Oh my God!
Did you call Salomon?
This tree is 45 feet away from my camper, and it fell under no no fault
Yes.
of mine.
Yes.
And it destroyed my personal property. Well, did you have anything inside of it? The contents of it would have been covered.
The contents of the camper that isn't covered could have been covered.
Yeah, and a few branches fell on my my canoe,
Yes.
and they told me if there's damage to the canoe that they would pay for the canoe.
Why? Why?
I don't know.
Because they enjoy camping.
No, because the
They
camper's
enjoy
another
canoeing.
structure.
What? No, because and I said to him, I said, well, the canoe can have its own insurance. Well,
My
yeah,
word.
but it's considered personal property. Why isn't my camper considered? personal
This is
property?
very
Because under
interesting.
under state law, it's considered a vehicle.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It
It's
is. It is
registered.
not. But it does not have to, by state law, it does not have to have its own insurance
Right.
because it is covered under your auto insurance once it is put onto your thing. So it is my personal property and it's sitting on my property.
Oh,
It should be covered under my homeowners.
Oh my gosh, my gosh. Well, I am so sorry about. We celebrated. How did you celebrate Insurance Day? We had a complaint come in. I should call our musical director in Wisconsin because he deals with that all the time. I think he used to at least. And I think he's in insurance. One of my best friends, my insurance lad, Brad Cassin's insurance. So I think how do you got to love it, but you got to hate it at the same time.
Exactly.
I had so much my insurance, my car insurance. Okay, I used my car insurance 3 times in a row because something happened, my bad driving or whatever. And then on the third one, after I had been submitted to my third claim, the insurance company told me that they didn't want me
Anymore.
anymore.
Somebody rear-ended me in my truck, and my truck was in perfect condition, and they wanted to put aftermarket parts on it because that's their right to do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh.
Until I fought with him, and the guy at the automotive shop, he put the aftermarket parts on, and then he called me up to look at the vehicle, and I said that's not acceptable.
Oh.
And the insurance appraiser came in and said, yeah. He goes, after all the work was done, go ahead and put OEM parts on it.
Oh my God.
After they did it, so they had to do the work a second time.
Yeah. Well, we love you and we hate you. Happy Insurance Day, everyone. Hey, everybody, Peter, would you play, just to so that we're a little bit highfalutin, let's play the 720 song, which is Joshua Bell, the great violinist. Vivaldi's, he has this suite called The Four Seasons. We played the winter one in winter, okay? Now we're going to play the summer.
Summer's.
I think I did
Cool?
last week. I was just thinking, didn't I play Summer's Cool last week
you
with
didn't play
Jimmy Payne?
Summer's Cool. No, that was
missed
Schoolboy
it.
Heart.
I played Schoolboy Heart.
last
I didn't play Summer School. So Vivaldi classical music just lost out to Jimmy Buffett. Summer's Cool. Jimmy Buffett.
You messed up, you read the paper, you accidentally watched the news, you inadvertently find yourself in the vicinity of the blues. Bust your ass to get the good life, you make a habit out of overtime. When the big report card comes, your priorities are way out of line. You need to go to summer school, get to the beach or at least in the pool. Time to go to summer school, remember what is and what is not cool. Time out for bad behavior, time off, you've been under the gun. High time, somebody told you it's time to let those puppies run. What's up with this recession, I refuse to participate. The answer to your burning question is dancing on your tailgate. It's time to go to summer school. Remember what is and is not cool. Oh, summer school. There is a time and a place to act like a fool at summer school. Get your ass to the beach or at least to a pool at summer school. Know when to keep and to break all the rules. There, 101, set, 102, tune it in, turn it out. That's what I'm talking about. It's time to go to summer school. The courses are easy and there are no rules at summer school. Remember what is and is not cool. You need to stay in summer school. This is the time and place to act like a fool. Oh, summer school. Just know when to keep and to break all the rules.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield. Hey, Bob, you're on the air. You're on the air, Bob.
Wow, am I? Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. You could have done the lead-in, Peter. Always feel free to.
With Rick Barry, Bob Plass, and the ghost of Don Podolsky. Look, he's wearing green. He's fading out.
See,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
There.
I'll
yeah.
pull that off. He's got the green.
Yeah.
That's okay. He could be the ghost of Don Podolsky. We're good with that.
Oh my gosh, isn't that strange?
I didn't even think about that when I saw him.
He's just enough where I can. There's a little bit. It's like fading out. See?
Yeah. This is the alive. You're in person.
Yes.
He is no longer a ghost. He's real. And Don Podolsky is the owner of a New Horizons bike shop, a tradition in Westfield on Franklin Street. You're the only bicycle. How many bicycle shops are there in the area, Don?
Well, it depends on your definition of the area. I guess in the Pioneer Valley.
Right. Don't say.
A couple dozen.
Really? Are there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had no. But how many in Westfield?
Oh, just me.
You have a monopoly here.
Last man standing.
Yes. Were there others at one point?
Oh, yeah. When I started, there were 3 of us in town.
So did you buy them out?
No.
No, they just rode off into the sunset.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got all kinds of things. You've got New Horizon bikes on your sleeve, and then it says Garneau. What's Garneau? Garneau, right there.
Clothing company.
Oh, the clothing company. They make these. Look at it. It's a really.
I think on the back.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh no, you're out of the frame here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Look at this. It is. It has a. This is a. Are you selling those shirts still?
Well, we did. This was a commemorative jersey for the Great River Ride that year.
I got it because I remember this shirt. It has a graphic. The whole shirt is a graphic of Westfield.
Yeah, well, actually,
Look
the
at
hill
the
towns
twin,
and-
twin bridges and everything. It's the ride itself.
The arches.
Sure, the Arch Bancroft.
Yeah. It's very good. Did you draw that?
No. my daughter, actually didn't draw it, but we just gave the designer input of what we would like to see.
I see. Well, she did a really wonderful job. The Great River Ride. That's what you're here to promote, I think, right?
Correct.
Now, your hat has an Italian flag on it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it says La Roica.
Roica, sure.
Now, what the heck is that?
Well,
It's a La Roica. Isn't that a symphony by Beethoven or something?
it is a
Isn't that-
symphony, yeah.
Isn't it a Roica? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But what does this La Roica mean?
So it translates to heroic.
Heroic, the heroic symphony.
And,
That's what we play on July 4th.
Okay.
I think, maybe.
So
I don't-
it's actually a series of events held around the world of vintage cycling rides. Okay, so old bikes and
You have to be a certain age to drive it?
no, any age.
You can do it.
I was hoping. I was hoping.
Only the bike needs to be old.
The bike needs to be old.
Sure, and it originated. The events originated in Italy, in Tuscany.
Ah.
And now there's, I think, about 10 sites around the world. One in the United States, out in California, out in Cambria.
Right. And so it's a vintage. What do they consider a vintage bicycle?
Prior to 1987.
Really?
Yeah.
So that would be vintage. Now that's very interesting because a bicycle to me, if you said vintage bicycle, I'm picturing one wheelers, bicycle built for two, turn of the century sort of stuff. But the kind of bikes that I rode when I was a little boy are now vintage.
Yeah, actually, they chose that year because a lot of the major changes in bicycles occurred in 1988.
How so?
Shifting pedals that you would step into and lock in almost like a ski binding, carbon fiber.
The metal, the alloys and stuff started to come out
material
more in that
changes
years.
and everything. So a lot of things that actually, I'm going to say, made cycling a lot easier occurred then. So this is more traditional. Bikes hadn't changed drastically for a long time prior to that.
Sure. We are in a bike. Oh, how we say bike-centric to history, bicycle history here, right? Wasn't Columbia Bicycle? I mean, like they were the manufacturer of bicycles for years.
Yeah, back at the late 1800s, turn of the century.
Right. And somehow or other, I get it's not spam mail when you've signed up for it and you're too slow or you're too lazy to say, I'm worried they're going to get angry if
you opt out of
if I opt out. But I get something from Pope. There is it's like a society of people who like Pope, who invented some kind of bicycle thing. Do you know somebody named Pope who was? It's not Pope Pius or Pope John or anybody. It's not connected to the church, but it's the Pope bicycle or something. What's this?
Well,
what is this?
Albert Pope is the founder of Columbia.
So that's it. Oh, okay.
Okay, and the original bikes. Well, Columbia was merely a model. It was the Pope manufacturing originally, and the Columbia bike was one of his models, and then the business eventually evolved into the Columbia Manufacturing Company.
Which is down in Logerville in Westfield.
Yeah, and that's interesting because Logerville, Loger was a cycling and early car manufacturer who actually built the original factory.
Really?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Loger. Can you spell Loger, Rick?
I think it's LOS.
No,
it's not.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's like strange.
No, it's an LOZ.
Is it LOZ?
Yeah.
Loger?
LOZ?
Lozer?
I-E-R?
Yeah.
Lozier.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they're originally from Cleveland, and the brand of bicycles he was making was the Cleveland cycle.
My God. Wow. In order to sell bikes, you need to know this history, don't you?
I don't think so.
Well, it would be. I mean, like it's really nice in a sense to know what you're selling.
Bob, only
Well,
if you
it
wanted
is.
to tell a yarn.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's nice, as a Westfield resident, to know some of the history.
Wouldn't that be nice that I knew that kind of stuff?
My great aunt worked at Columbia for 54 years.
Really?
And she used to, one of her jobs at one time was to paint the pinstripes on the wheels, on the rims, and they would do it by hand. And it would come in, and they would put the rim on a machine, and they would spin it, and they would dip their paintbrush in it, and as it spun around and hold on, and then it would flip around and do the other side.
Spin, hold, turn.
Exactly.
Spin,
Basically, yeah.
hold, turn.
Can you imagine that for 54 years? And then when decals and stuff came out, that's what she was installing decals on the bicycles and stuff like that as they came down the assembly line.
Wow. Don, I was showering this morning and I was thinking of you. I don't know if that.
I'm sorry, Don.
And I was thinking, what? I was thinking, and I was wondering, Don, when did you become enamored of the bicycle? And tell us how you got into this strange field. You didn't have visions of owning a bike shop when you were young, or did you?
No, not really.
When was your first bike, and what was its name?
Well, I remember I grew up on Franklin Street, okay, and right next to the A&P. And I can remember, actually the dollar store now.
Yeah, well, I knew where you were talking about. Yep.
But I remember, I can remember as a
So wait a minute, you grew up in the next to the dollar. You
right
grew
near
up
where my business is.
Right. I was going to say
But I can remember
your family has owned that
owned the
property for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can remember as a kid on Sundays, because with blue laws, nothing was open on a Sunday. I'd be riding that parking lot on my bicycle as a little kid.
Yep.
Really?
Do you remember, Bob? Do you remember the name of the store before it was New Horizon?
No,
there was two of them. There was,
I do. You know why? Because the owner of it, I was working at Belize A Go-Go, and I was working.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that? You know, Belize, it was a bar restaurant. I think I've talked about this. On Wilbraham Road in Springfield. It was almost close to Wilbraham. It was basically a stripper joint for years. But the owner of it owned the ski house in Westfield.
Oh.
And wasn't that the ski house?
No, the owner of the ski house, that was a shop in East Long Meadow. That was somebody different.
Yeah.
No, but there was a ski house, right? Where
well, a ski shop, but not a ski house.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Matt's Sporting Goods, right? Matt's Ski and Sport.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Sure.
And then Matt's Bait and Tackle was next door.
Right.
Yep.
So it was a ski place.
Yes, it was.
So
yes.
Matt, did you know that Matt must have? I don't know why I connected, but he was connected to my working as a bartender down in the basement. It was called Shelter, and upstairs was the bar with the go-go dancers and everything.
Did you
and then
know
downstairs?
You know this?
Yeah.
Oh no!
This is your family, right?
Well, he was my brother. Yeah.
Your brother who owned the
that
businesses.
business, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so your brother? So could your brother have been a silent owner? That I swear. Of course, maybe I got it wrong.
He could be.
This is the place where that we had that summer. I was making money to go to Europe, and so I was working the springtime and into the early summer.
What year was this?
1967, 68, something like that. Yeah, maybe 68 to 69. You weren't even born, Rick. Oh, shut up.
I'm not saying a word.
That's funny. I spent the summer in Europe in '68.
We probably crossed
paths, perhaps.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Me and my cousin. Yeah.
In Firenze or Rome.
Oh, that's true. True. Was that you in Rome?
Could have been.
I knew him. So at any rate, down in Shelter under Belize that's where that dancer. Not dancer. What do you call it? Piano player. He was a rhythm and blues star named Sweet Pie. I think I talked to you, but he was a nudist, and all he had was the loincloth, and he would sit down. No, I'm telling you.
And he played the piano with one hand. Just saying.
Oh my God! Google him. His name is Sweet Pie. Yeah, it's exactly right. And he was at that whole summer, and he was a nudist. He ended up in the last time I saw him was, I told you this, in the movie Nomadland that won the Academy Award. It's about these people who live in an RV village. It turns out that Sweet Pie is in that movie playing. He owned a bookstore there. Unfortunately, he's died since the movie came out. But so that I was sitting there and I was saying, that's the nudist that used to play rhythm and blues down at Belize. I go, all right. So at any rate, you got to ask because
where did we go?
I thought we were picturing the Great River Ride.
Right.
We'll get to that. Right?
We'll get to the Great River Ride.
I'm like, wow.
Really?
We talked. But yeah, so there were two
talking
sporting
about
goods.
dudes in loincloths now. Where the hell?
So the two buildings. So the smaller building to the left was the bait and tackle shop.
Yep.
And then the other one was the ski. During the winter was the ski shop,
Sure.
and during the summer was it a bike shop, or at that point, or was it a?
Early on, it wasn't. But
okay.
then it became one. Yeah.
It had outside the name Ski Shop outside, didn't it?
Yes. Ski shop. Matt's ski shop.
Matt's ski shop.
Right.
So all this time since 1968, I've been thinking that the owner owned that. Now, you have to ask your brother Matt.
Well, he passed away a few years ago.
So I can lie like...
You can lie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Don. But look in his treasures. There may be a... who knows? Maybe a G-string or something. I don't know. At any rate, hey, Don, we need to take a break. But while I wanted you to know.
While we're all consulting our lawyers to see where we're going to get sued.
That's true. It's Lauren Holman's birthday today, and so did you know that there is a guy who puts your name in song, and you can go online and you can have your name in a song.
Isn't that the banana song?
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking. The banana just popped in my head.
No. This guy, I wish I could tell you how to do it. Maybe I'll find it and tell you next week. But this is the song Lauren, by the guy who puts your name into a song. All right? And we'll play this, and then we'll come back and talk Great River Ride. Happy birthday, Lauren.
Lauren. Lauren, 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 that spells Lauren. 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 Lauren.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Wow, it is. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Boy, that was a quick song.
Well, it's a quick song.
How many times can you say Lauren in a minute and 12 seconds?
Actually,
this guy gets paid for this crap?
Yeah, no. Rick, this guy, Rick is good. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Lauren, but this guy gets paid for this crap?
Peter.
Somebody shoot me.
Peter, Peter. Yeah, Donald, Rick. There's money to be had in it. I swear. Personalized song.
And now we go to Peter Griffin.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Thank you.
Well, but we love Lauren, and hell, I googled songs with Lauren in it. It came right up.
I wonder why.
Do you believe it?
Jeez, you must pay Google for the placement.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don Podolsky. Don, when's your birthday?
April 1st.
April. Oh my God! No. And
I believe he wouldn't.
How
he wouldn't
did
Josh
you?
On it?
Yeah. No. Okay. So, are you sure that's not a joke? What did? So, you've had to spend your entire life saddled because your birthday is on April Fool's Day. Am I right?
That was a bicycle reference.
I don't know.
Did you get that? He had a bicycle reference there. Did you see that?
Yes.
I don't even think he knew it.
Probably not.
What is it?
Saddle.
Saddled.
Oh, God help me. All right. So, Don, you wanted to tell. You were telling the story of how you came into owning the New Horizons bike shop, which also was downtown in Elm Street for a while.
No, that was a different bike shop.
Oh, that was a different bike.
Yeah.
Oh, but you took over the window.
Well, I took over the window because I actually was encouraging the city to allow businesses to do displays in these vacant buildings.
Yeah, sure.
To make things look a little busy. There was so much vacant downtown.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
but I was the only one that did anything.
Yeah. So for years that's when I came to town. I thought that Horizon Bikes was on Main Street. Turned out when I got to know you that you were around the corner and you were just corralling a window on Main Street, which was nice for you. Now the building is gone. They tore it down, and now we have a hole in the ground in a parking lot. But it's going to be a park sooner or later. That's what I hear. From the mayor, he's got a great idea on this.
With nude pickleball.
Oh, is that right? Nude pickleball. Did you say nude
Yes,
pickleball?
I did. It's an up-and-coming thing.
Oh, my God. Have you ever ridden a bicycle nude, Don?
No, I haven't. However, there is a nude bicycle day every year.
No way.
Yes, there is.
It's international.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
And if you've never seen it, it's absolutely
awesome.
hilarious. It is just I forget where we were, and somebody said, "Oh, the riders are coming through." We thought it was just a bicycle, and we walked out of the restaurant. We're all standing on the street, and all of a sudden they came by, and I'm like, "Oh my God!"
There's some great body paint.
It is. Yes.
So they body paint.
Oh, sure.
Some of them do.
Some, not all.
Oh my God! There's a lot flapping in that piece. That's all I can say. Honestly, we're not having the Great River Ride. You have to be clothed.
You have to be clothed. Yes.
Helmets
and clothing required.
Yeah. So you still haven't told us how you acquired the New Horizons bike shop.
Because Bob keeps sidetracking.
We'll get it real brief. I worked for my brother for years.
Yes.
I left. I was a rep on the road for a ski company.
Uh-huh.
Now, in all this time, I've been bike racing. That was one of my activities in that. in early 80s. My brother got divorced, closed the business, wanted to sell the property in a settlement with his wife. I bought out the property and started up my own bike shop business.
Was there an old Horizons bike shop?
No.
Okay.
It was new. It's always
been New Horizons
yeah.
bike. New Horizons.
New.
No, yes, yeah. And so so you're you're stocking the bicycle shop. And so you have other things besides bicycles in that shop.
Originally, and actually corporate name is New Horizons Sports. All right.
Oh.
And, the original goal was to be multi-sport. And over the years, we've done rollerblades. When I started, I was Nordic ski equipment as well as bikes.
Oh.
Because I ran a ski touring center out at Shaker Farms Country Club for years.
Oh. Who knew?
Yeah, and taught cross-country skiing. Yeah. And, we sold kayaks, but gradually evolved, in the last 20-some-odd years to solely doing bicycles. It became too much of a hassle, like inventory-wise, trying to manipulate the seasons.
Right.
We take in a lot of our bike stock during the winter months to get our deliveries, even though the season really is a spring-summer season.
Sure.
And again, in some of our, I guess you would call them exotic, so to speak, expensive bikes, they're year-round operations, so
of
to
course.
speak.
And probably fall, people buying bicycles for their children for Christmas and holiday.
November, December, yeah.
Yeah.
But
you sell helmets and stuff like that.
all the accessories, car racks to carry your bike.
What's the strangest accessory for a bicycle that you sell?
The strangest accessory?
Yeah.
How about a flask and a flask holder that mounts onto your bike? A flask.
That's a flat. Oh, this
flask.
Is a flat.
Yes, as in
a whiskey.
Take your bourbon with you.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Is there a law against that?
Well, I guess.
Well, I wonder. I mean, like, you're not allowed. You don't want to be drunk on the road, do you? Riding a bicycle.
No.
What happens then?
Well, I'm sure that your bike gets impounded, I would imagine. That's step one.
Yeah.
And,
but is there a law in the books about driving that way?
I believe you can be arrested.
I think you can for riding under the influence.
Yes, I believe you can. Because you're operating, you have to operate as a vehicle on the road. You have to send under the same rules as a vehicle.
Oh, well, now that I think about it, you could be a public intoxication. Yeah. You could be walking and drunk and get arrested.
Sure.
Couldn't you?
Is
that right?
Because technically you can't. You're not supposed to ride your bike on the sidewalk, right?
Right. It's actually there's an ordinance in Westfield.
Yep.
And there's a state law regarding business districts.
Yeah.
Only in business districts.
So you can't ride within a business district on the sidewalk. But in Westfield, since the 70s, I believe, there's been an ordinance on the books that says it's illegal for anyone to ride a bicycle on any sidewalk in the city.
Yeah. Oh,
now,
gosh.
I think right now the city is considering finally changing that.
Yes.
Because some of the streets aren't safe to ride on.
Well, you're not restricted. If you want to take your 4-year-old out on training wheels, technically it's illegal to be out there on the sidewalk.
Right, exactly.
Oh.
That's ridiculous.
Right. Sure. How did you learn to ride a bike? Can you remember? It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, Bob.
Tricycle or how about you, Rick?
It was the high. He was on the high wheeler.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't remember ever having a trike.
Me?
I remember trying to maneuver and learning. When you finally get that, when you finally conquer, is it gravity or whatever it is? Is that way basically what it is?
No, it's balance, basically. Balance. And we've made it in the last couple dozen years so much simpler now.
What do you mean? How can balancing simple?
We don't bother with training wheels anymore. They're gone.
No.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, what we do is there's a category of bikes called balance bikes. They're small bikes without pedals. There's no pedals on it, and the kids walk the bike and gradually learn to lift their feet up and start coasting on it. So the first thing they learn to do is to balance on a bicycle and coast, and then they kind of learn how to turn it. And the better models have a handbrake, so they have stopping ability. So in a matter of maybe several months, the child has accomplished balance, turning, stopping. So all they need to do is get on a bicycle and start pedaling.
Interesting. So it kind of...
Because eventually...
that sounds so strange, because why wouldn't they just have to say... I don't want you. No, don't touch those pedals. If the pedals are there, you just buy one bike. Why do you have to?
Well, you can do that. You can buy one bike, remove the pedals from it, and utilize that as the balance bike as well.
But
yeah, because if you think about it, it makes sense, because the training wheels are just there to stop it from falling over, so you can just sit there. You don't really have to. It doesn't teach you balance.
No. So. The toughest.
It doesn't.
Toughest,
you just sit there.
Right. So the toughest part of learning, the training wheels are not solving that.
Right.
They're just delaying it.
So my next question is: are there people who don't have balance?
So
are there,
Bob, Bash, we can get training wheels for your bike, Bob. Yes, we can.
Yeah. No, as far as I know, for example, in major cities in New York City, they have programs teaching adults to ride with the same method, by taking the bikes, removing the pedals, dropping the seat as low as it'll go, having them walk around like the parking lot area and gradually coast. And within a day or two, they learn how to balance on a bike.
So, boy, that must be kind of embarrassing. It's sort of like, it's like not being able to swim or whatever. I can't ride a bicycle. So they have adult classes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so you can learn how to ride.
Well, I do. I can. I proudly can say I can ride a bicycle.
I can too. I know how to ride a bike.
The last time I rode a bike, I was with James. We were in some foreign country that had. It was in Netherlands. Okay, I was in Holland. Folks, and we went to the Van Gogh Museum in outside of Amsterdam. Okay, and it has all of Van Gogh's early works that nobody knows about. Okay, so the early work. So I get on. We get into the park, and I realize that it's a mile in, and so you get a bicycle when you buy your ticket, and you have to drive in on a bike to the thing, and it doesn't matter what bike you take. You take a bike and whatever.
You take a bike, leave a bike?
Take a bike and leave a bike, and you see art and whatever. So that was, and I said, James, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this balance and whatever. Once I got you, that old Beaumont saying that you're able to ride a bike.
What?
Yeah. Done.
And interesting, on that one, I just read a post on Facebook on one of the bike things I'm on. This is Golden State Warriors, or the stadium in San Francisco.
Yeah.
This couple discovered that you have free valet parking for bicycles at the stadium. So what they did for the last game or whatever, they took the BART, the subway or whatever you call it.
Sure.
All right. And rode their bicycles then from the station to the game. So they saved $60 parking on that. They had free parking for their bikes. They saved no tolls to get over the bridge or anything. And I guess the BART was $12 a piece, so $24 and no gas either, which is $6-something a gallon out there in California.
My gosh.
So is that amazing to encourage people to come solve traffic problems, to take BART and their bike, free parking.
Yeah. Unbelievable. We could try that at Bullens Field.
Good.
Yeah.
So Don, you were talking about the kids' bikes now kind of evolving into something different. Are you seeing more of an uptick in electric bikes?
Oh my God, it's just through the roof. It's amazing the acceptance and the sales of those bikes.
And electric. So, are you selling electric bikes?
Yeah.
Are you retrofitting old bikes too?
And we're doing it been selling electric bikes for 6-7 years.
Oh, really? And what's the cost of an electric bike?
They start in a quality type bike around and through bike shops primarily.
Right.
Around $1,300.
What?
And upwards.
Oh my God! I had no idea.
Are you doing
I was
any
going to say
bikes?
$400 or $500.
Don, are you doing any bikes with like motor assists? Are you retrofitting old
Well,
bikes?
that's what they are. Well, we don't refit bikes. I mean, but all of them that what we're selling are electric assist.
Right.
So
right. Wild. Hey, everyone, we're going to take a break because we have our another guest. So, Don, I originally had you on from 7 to 7:30. And I'm not going to ask you to leave because we haven't even got to the Great River Ride. But do you know Hope Tremblay?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Well, she's coming here to surprise you. She has a surprise for you.
No, she doesn't, Bob. Wait a minute, Bob. Look at.
Yeah, there's the surprise.
She's not wearing green.
She's not wearing green. No, she's going to talk to me. She's going to talk to you in Goose.
In Goose.
So, hey, while we're waiting, all right, I'm playing that Vivaldi, and I'm sticking to it. Play Joshua Bell's version of Vivaldi's Spring. It's the presto section. You all know this, so endure it if you don't like classical music. It's Joshua Bell, the violinist. It's Summer Presto.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
From 6 until at least 7:30,
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show.
right here on WSKB 89.5.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Call me Shirley, like
No,
you know,
no.
an airplane.
Wow, it's Tuesday. As you see,
Don't
we're,
call me Shirley.
So don't call me Shirley.
Exactly.
Listen,
Shirley
Don
jest.
Podolsky, our guest, and you'll notice we've been joined by Hope Tremblay, who had a gift for Don. You were told to bring him a gift.
I didn't
Yeah.
bring him a
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I didn't get a gift either. So.
Oh, yeah, no.
I didn't know we were having a full party this morning. I'm surprised I'm here.
It's
yeah.
This is always a party.
This is
We'll play Hope's theme music.
Yeah, it's Don's wife's name is Joanne. We love you, Joanne. I can never, ever remember her name. And so I started calling her a name that I remember.
Bob, you don't remember anybody's name.
So
Why
I call
is
her.
it
No,
like-
but Shirley answers to Shirley now, Don. Doesn't she?
Yeah.
I'm changing her name in our St. Mary's alumni list to Shirley, and we'll see if she notices next time she gets mail from me.
Would you? Yeah.
She'll
What
be
do you
like,
think?
"Who's
How many
Shirley?"
different names did you have for my
If
ex-girlfriend,
she's
Megan?
listening, I'm going to be in trouble.
Yes, you are. So
Every time I miscall her Shirley, does she then say to you, "He's never learned my name"?
Yes.
No, she just accepts it.
Yeah.
You can call in and
She
confront
surely-
them at 642-9039.
Well,
yeah.
Bob's going on about 100 times now introducing himself to my girlfriend.
Oh,
Oh, I know.
and
Every time you meet-
every time introduces himself. Yeah.
It's been years. It's not like
And she looks at
she's
Bob.
new.
Yes, I know you.
She's not new, Bob.
Yes.
And now it's taken me a while, but I do know her name is Michelle, and I
Very
can even
good.
spell her last name.
Yes.
Hayme. Hamey.
S. M-E-S. Hames.
Oh, there's an S on the end
Yes.
of it? Oh, I had
So
no idea.
close.
Oh, boy. So,
Fail.
so we got to get to the Great River Ride.
Oh, yeah.
Which why Don is
Didn't
here.
didn't we talk about that before, folks?
So Don,
Have we- Don, I don't think we need to talk about the Great
He's
River.
wearing his shirt.
so Don, you're putting out a great fundraiser for the Friends of the Columbia Greenway.
Yeah, we turned it into a fundraiser for the Greenway just back in 2019. So last year we raised about $8,000 for the Friends group,
Nice.
which will be used. The projects that are working on include wayfinding signs along the trail to direct people to businesses, basically downtown, and also to buy bike racks to donate to the city to install downtown at businesses.
Oh, so
Nice.
terrific. Wow. So the Friends of the Columbia Greenway, the Columbia Greenway is named after Columbia Bicycle, right? Is that right?
Right?
Yeah.
Ask Don. He knows.
Oh, yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. And it was a railroad track.
Right.
Right.
Well, a canal originally.
Right.
And basically, the port of Westfield is where Stop and Shop is.
I
And,
got it.
Then it turned into a rail line.
Right.
And now it's a greenway all the way down to New Haven.
It goes all the way to New Haven. But it is also going to go down. It goes through our downtown. How far does it go? It doesn't go into downtown yet.
Yes, it does.
Well, it does to
Well-
Main Street.
Oh, it goes to the Stop and Shop at Main Street.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And
But
then by April, because the one hang up right now is finishing the rehab of the Elm Street Bridge at the courthouse.
Yes. And what is that hang up?
That you'd have to ask the
Hope is
contractor.
Hope is on the pulse of everything. You have any? Do you remember anything?
I
about-
don't know why that's taking forever and ever, but
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. I think they have to raise it.
There's been issues with raising it, so they have to
Yeah.
raise it. They
Right.
have to strip it down and repaint it, and then
Right.
of course deck it, lighting, all that
Right.
in there. But all the segments leading to it are already paved and finished,
Done.
basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just
So
that
that's
one
the
little
only thing
stretch.
left.
So could you jump the bridge or jump the gate and walk down there?
Well, you can't get over the bridge. There's nothing there except
Yeah.
the steel girders. There's no decking on it at all.
You'd have
Oh,
to do
there
some
isn't.
Spider-Man moves
Yes.
to get
Oh,
across
oh,
there.
oh, oh.
I mean, you could give it a
Yeah,
shot.
so I wouldn't recommend that at
I-
all. So
Perhaps if someone was
And you have,
underneath
you
with
have
a
to climb a
mattress
fence
following
to
you.
get over to it as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
it's
yeah.
a
No,
little complicated.
no. It sounds, yeah, no.
Yeah.
no.
However, the stretch along the river, the old rail trestle over the Westfield River. That's been completed for a few years. The area is now called the Esplanade. The Arts Council did a fantastic, Shannon Chiba and that
They
group,
did
a
a
beautiful
mural
down
Yeah.
along the Esplanade that you
Right.
can view from the rail trestle.
And you can go right over the water there, so that's kind of lovely.
Oh, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
Yeah.
It's really lovely. Speaking of murals, aren't you getting a mural? Just
Yeah,
just
I've
take,
got- I've
what
got
do you? Yeah, that we had one of the first murals in Westfield. We had one at Santiago's,
right?
And then I was working at the university, and we needed to do a mural. And it couldn't set a mural in our frame of reference at the university was like a 5 by 8 square thing that they could bring and put on the wall, hang it on the wall, rather than paint it on the wall.
So a movable,
A
portable
movable
mural.
thing. But I don't know what happened. That it faded after about 15 years now, or faded, right?
Yeah, I guess whatever. I don't know what happened on it. Whatever treatment was done to it was
Right.
the wrong, either the wrong material
Right.
used to paint it
Right.
or whatever.
So, are you going to put that in your home, or
No, unfortunately,
Shirley would not like that.
It's pretty much
it's gone?
Gone. Yeah.
Hey, Bob, as a public service reminder,
Yeah.
you know you have a heart out this morning.
I do.
And Kenny said that if you don't make your heart out, he's going to come in there and hit you upside the head with the belt.
Oh.
You know, like a WWE match.
Oh my God!
No holds barred.
All right.
So back to the Great River Ride.
Oh,
we haven't did
have
the
we-
date of it.
We haven't talked about
So-
the Great River Ride.
Right.
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
The date,
So
how
it's
do you sign up?
October 9th.
All right.
Okay.
October 9th.
Yep. There's a website, greatriverride.com.
Right.
Okay. You can register right through that site. Okay. The proceeds from the ride go to the Friends group.
Right.
Okay. We have a variety of distances. We have for real casual riders, 25-mile bike ride.
So wait a minute. Where is the
That
starting
doesn't
point?
sound that casual to me, Don.
doesn't mean
as a
it. Yeah.
casual bike
Yeah,
rider
casual.
myself.
Well,
25.
that
Was
does
that
not
where
sound
we?
all that casual.
The ride is that ride is entirely on the rail trail.
Okay.
Okay. And the rest stop for that ride is at the Brignoli Vineyard.
That sounds like my kind of ride.
I'll just pay my money and meet everyone at
Everyone
the
at-
vineyard.
there
Is
we
that
go, all right?
acceptable?
Yeah, I'm with you. There we
We'll
go.
be there to
We
greet
can carpool.
everyone.
We can
You
carpool.
want some?
We
Yeah,
can
we can
carpool.
carpool. Do you want greeters waving?
Right.
And,
We'll
You can
volunteer
figure a
as
way to
greeters.
do it.
All right. Sounds
Hope
good.
will just beam in.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
So Brignoli Vineyard, where is that? Yeah.
Granby.
That's down in
Granby.
Granby.
Beautiful
Connecticut.
place if you've
Granby,
never been.
Connecticut.
Granby,
Especially-
Connecticut.
Oh, it's lovely, Bob. We'll go.
Oh,
We'll take
and
a
how?
field
So
trip.
wait a
And
minute.
it's only about 100 yards off the bike trail.
Yeah.
It's right
Oh.
on the trail.
Wow. Well, wait a minute. So 40. That's 40 miles to
Well,
Brignoli.
that's a road version for the riders that don't want to do a bike trail ride. There's a route all on the road that takes you to the Brignoli Vineyard as
For
well.
the advanced rider.
More advanced rider, yeah.
Yes.
So basically,
That's not us.
Yep.
No.
That's not us.
And then for the hardcore riders,
Yeah.
we've got a 65-mile ride, an 85-mile ride, or the slightly over 100 miles.
And where they end up at a baked potato stop?
Well, on the,
What the hell is it? You can't get me to bike for 100 miles for a baked potato. Really?
I'd do almost anything for a baked potato.
years ago that
Not that.
years ago that became one of the unique features of the river ride, and we're looking for something different to offer at a rest stop. And
Yes.
came up, in fact, it might have been my daughter. I don't know who came up with the idea. Let's do loaded baked potatoes out there at the third rest stop on the long ride.
Yeah, yeah.
And at the time, these bike rides would have at rest stops would have had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches,
Sure.
bananas. All right.
Sure.
So at first, the riders thought we were all nuts and everything. But now it's like this.
the
Everybody
baked
loves
potato,
the potato, the sour cream, bacon bits, the whole nine
Oh, it
yards. on
sounds
this.
so good. How many miles do I have to go for that 60?
I think Bob and I are just going to drive to
Yeah,
each
yeah.
stop
Yeah,
as
yeah,
greeters.
really,
that.
yeah, really. Yeah.
That's up at the church, Chester
You
Hill
carpooling on
Church,
that one too?
up on
I'll bring
the
the beer.
Skyline Trail.
So wonderful. And then, okay, you make it to 100 miles. What's 100 miles? Where do you end up after?
Well, you start and finish at the Sons of Aaron.
Wait a minute, you have
We
to
we
go.
can start and
So
finish at the
you would
Sons
go
of
50
Aaron.
miles out and come
Now,
back
Well,
50 miles ish.
actually, depending which ride you're on. So, for example, if you were on the 65-mile ride,
Right.
the potato stop is about the midpoint. If you're on the 100-mile ride, the potato stop is around 75, 80 miles.
Oh, my God, look at that. Okay, so, all right. So it sounds that you end up at the Sons of Aaron. Now, that sounds pretty good to me, too.
I know we could just stay there, Bob.
Well, we could start
at the Brignall Vineyards
We
and
could
then
start,
end up.
forget the vineyard and the baked potato. Bring us.
You can stop. You can come down there, and we have entertainment. During the afternoon from like 1:30 to 5:30 down there.
Yeah.
Food trucks are there. Of
So
course, the
this
bar is there. You can grab a beer.
Oh, no.
You know,
No. We're into the wine kind.
Well, you can get some wine.
Oh, all right.
They have
yeah.
I don't
wine
discriminate,
there.
just for the record.
All right.
Beer.
And the Great River Ride takes you up through, the wild and scenic Westfield River, which is
it's
part of
beautiful.
the historical. Isn't it historical? It's what is the full designation? A wild and scenic, historical wild and scenic.
Well,
isn't
just
it?
a wild and scenic river, and
Okay.
it was the first one designated here in
That's what it was.
Massachusetts. And then we also use portions of what's called historic Route 20. Now,
Right.
Route 20 is the longest highway in the nation.
Right.
Okay, and goes back. When it was first created, originally called the Yellowstone Trail because it went through Yellowstone National Park. Okay, so there are segments along here between Westfield and Beckett that are the actual original portion of the route, because over the years it's been rerouted to create a wider road in that.
How do you love that?
Yeah.
Well, Don, it's been great having you. And we've got Kenny Stomsky's doing Making the List today. I can't do Making the List because I have to pack. So I wish you all well. But Don, this is October 9th, and it's the 35th annual.
Oh, goody, I won't get torpedoed
We
today.
might have you on closer to
All
the
right, Bob.
I'd love to come
We're
again.
done.
I always enjoy
What's
it.
the
All right.
what's the website again? People can go to.
Oh, GreatRiverRide.com.
GreatRiverRide.com. Hey, great. Hey, Luke Combs.
Don, thank you.
Has a new Don. Thank you
All right, thanks.
so much. This is a 3-minute, 35-second song.
All right, you got 10 seconds.
So
Get out there and volunteer, Bob.
No. Luke Combs has a new album out. It's called Growing Up. It just was released. It's a really great album, and this is called Ain't Far From It. It's from Luke Combs' album. Now, listen, you get out there, you volunteer, you be safe, and enjoy the beautiful weather, and pray for everything happening in America. Pray for good things, please. We need prayers right at this moment for lots of people. Thank you, and see you next time. Luke Combs.
Give me a Stone Cold George Jones whiskey band barstool night. I wanna fly like a honky-tonk moth to that neon light. This highway burning me up, blues been weighing me down. There's a hole in the wall needs filling on the edge of town. I'm gonna floorboard that Ford straight toward my baby's house. She'll be shining like $1 million diamond second she steps out. She'll be slipping me sugar and buddy, she ain't gonna stop till we Bonnie and Clyde slide into that parking lot. About to light that fuse on a Friday night. Get to cut loose on this wound up tight. Well, 20 bucks buys guitar strumming, paychecks turn to cold beer buzzing. All that leads to late night loving. We ain't dead, but we ain't far from it. flips that switch, I'm off like a rocket. Ain't no way to stop it when we light that fuse on a Friday night. Get the cuddle loose on this wound up tight. Where 20 bucks buys guitar strum, paychecks turn to cold beer buzzing. All that leads to late night loving. We ain't dead yet, but we ain't far from it. About to light that fuse on a Friday night. Get the cuddle loose on this wound up tight. Where 20 bucks buys guitar strum, paychecks turn to cold beer buzzing. All that leads to late night loving. We ain't dead, but we ain't far from it. No, we ain't dead, but we ain't far from it.
Support for the community programming of WSFD